ballots and put in a canister that would allow the smoke.
And for those who are keeping track of this, our presumption, based on the absence of any smoke, is that that second vote was inconclusive, the first vote of the morning, which means they are now completing or have just completed their third ballot of the conclave.
Right.
And of course, that's something that we really pay close attention to, how many ballots it takes to get there.
It's a really important note, I think, when you're considering the historical reality, trying to glean. There's so little that we know because, again, it's not a pontifical secret, but it is an even bigger oath, I would say, in terms of just how sequestered everyone is and how little they're allowed to tell us. There really is no page boy coming back and forth to give us any information, and that would be outside of the rules. But we can use the information that we've been given about past conclaves to inform how we're viewing this one. I know that we put up this graphic before that explains that history, and I want to explain it a little bit for our friends listening who are not able to see it.
Exactly.
Matthew, would you just go through and explain that history of what we're seeing over the last 100 years when we're choosing the Holy Father?
The average has been somewhere around 7 ballots, and it's been averaging about 3 days or so. And since 1903, as you can see here, but for those listening on radio, it's the Habemus Papam. We have had 10 conclaves since 1903. That's a magnificent span of popes, I would say, a number of saints in here. One can note Pius X, for example. Pius XII, his cause is advancing. John the 23rd was canonized. Paul VI was canonized. John Paul II was canonized, all the way to Pope Francis. The shortest of all of the conclaves in that span of time was in 1939 with Pope Pius XII's election after only 3 ballots. Now, as we have said, he was a giant in the church. Everyone knew that he was going to end up Pope. But it still took 3 ballots because that's the nature, in a way, of the way the conclave works. So even if somebody goes in a very, very heavy favorite, like Eugenio Pacelli was in 1939.
I think you see the little the shake there.